Hey, hi everyone, how are you? It's been a minute, it's been a few days. I have been from Cali to Arizona to Vegas and back to Cali in like 4 days. And something's going on with my phone, so here I am. And I have some really exciting news. And a lot of you know that last year, I bought a condo in Vegas, and it was one of those things where I made a promise to my mother. Hi, Michaela, how are you? I made a promise to my mother before she passed that once I restored the integrity of the loan in her home, I made a promise to invest some of that. It wasn't a lot. However, I was blessed with this opportunity. So I bought a condo. Reggie and I bought a condo last year in Vegas, and I kind of fell in love with it for a while. And I thought, I don't want to rent it out. I don't want it to be investment property. And then I started thinking, well, wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense, Michelle. Your intention was to have that be an investment property. And with the VRBO and Airbnbs out there, I have the option for both, right? I can still use it when I want to. And so I'm opening that up. So if you know someone that's going to Vegas that wants to stay for a couple of days, it's it's about 20 minutes away from all the craziness. It's in Summerlin, and it's a cute little one-bedroom condo that it's in a quiet. It's very, very special for me. And I wanted to come and share about that, but I also wanted to share about what's possible when you declare something and there is no evidence to substantiate what your declaration is. 3 years ago in this time frame, I was caring for my mother who was dying. Her home was in foreclosure, and my focus was on her, and I was guided and cared for the entire process. And I know I've shared this before, but I have some new followers. I have some new people in here that may not know that about me. So, and not so, and I'm a women's empowerment coach. I am always learning and growing and putting myself out there. And I found myself, wanting to keep it to myself, wanting to keep the condo to myself and not actually let it go and have a life of its own. Let it create abundance in however that's going to look, right? It's very close to a hospital, doctors, like any nurse that needs temporary housing. It's a perfect place for that. And I wanted to come on here because, it's Sunday, and Sundays to me are the days where a lot of people want to take time. And hi, Karen, how are you, sweetie? Take time to reflect on what's the week is going to look like. They want to create the week. A lot of people do that. And so I wanted to come on here right now and say to you, what is something that that you've been wanting to have and you have absolutely no idea what it's going to look like? And I know that my friend Michaela here is, I think she's still, no, you're home from Italy, but this woman has created and manifested some amazing, amazing things in her life simply by saying it and then stepping into it with absolutely no evidence. And I know several people like that in my circle. And I learned that if you want to reach something, if you want something in your life, then create the circle of people in your life that already have or are on their way to having this. This is really important. Hi, Cousin Ginger. So happy you're here. It's really important that we not get stuck in the I can't do it, I don't know, I don't have all the information, I need to sit and read about all this. You know what? All of that takes away from the creation process. And I know that you want to do your due diligence. You want to absolutely educate yourself on whatever that is that you want, right? But don't get caught up in the doing of whatever that is that you want. Because once you declare it and you stand firm in your declaration, the universe provides the people, the place, and whatever thing it is that you need to make that happen. I happened to purchase this condo. It was like a split second of time, it feels like, because a month later you couldn't buy something for this price. We happened to be, and God bless Reggie, he was really diligent in being out there, you know, looking at what was available. We have an amazing realtor in Vegas that really knew what we wanted and went and found it for us. And we looked at a lot of stuff that wasn't, I would have never lived in it. I would have owned it as an as an investment property, but I would never say I want to stay here, you know. And so the reason I came on really specifically is for that, you know. And Ginger and I were talking today about stuff that's happened in our lives and how similar paths we have led. You know, we're cousins and we have some similar stories. But those stories don't define who I am. The stories, the things that have occurred in my life don't define who I am in life. And I'm here to say that 3 years ago, there is no way that if somebody had said to me, you're going to own property, because I had owned a home, sold it, really wasn't even looking at that anymore. But this opportunity came by because I made my mom a promise. And I didn't know what it was going to look like. I had no idea where I was even going to live to begin with. So we don't always need the evidence to fulfill on a dream. We do not need evidence. We don't need people telling us whether we can or we can't. We don't even need to listen to the little voice in our heads that tell us that we can or we can't. Because once you declare it and you stand in it and you live as if it's already there, it'll show up. It'll show up. It may not show up when you think you want it, but it'll show up. It may not even show up looking the way that you want it, but it will show up. Also, in the last few days, being in the car so much, really reflecting on how sometimes I tend to think like I'm doing everything by myself, you know, and really looking at how much support I actually do. You know, I'm in a relationship with a man who is so supportive, you know, and it's not even, there's just no question. It's like, if that's what you want, then go for it. I'm here. And my family, my friends, my cousins, I mean, people that are in my life that sometimes we take for granted. We take people for granted. We take people for granted, especially because we don't communicate. We don't say what we need to say. Sometimes it's not about saying anything. Sometimes it's about showing up for people. You don't have to have deep, meaningful conversations with every person that you're close to. It's how you show up in your life for the people that you love. And then you create your tribe. You create the tribe of people that are there for you and you are there for them. No matter what. This condo represents, for me, everything that I do in my coaching practice with my clients. This is everything. This is, and trust me, I go in waves where I don't know if I'm doing it right. I don't know if I'm and then I quiet my mind. I sit with myself in the quiet and I meditate. And the answers always come. And sometimes it's just to trust. Not do anything, just trust. So I'm going to be posting some pictures of the condo. I'm just going to say this. It's not as complete with all the doodads that I wanted. However, it is a perfect expression of what's possible when you declare it and live your life as if. So, again, my name is Michelle Moore. I am a women's empowerment coach, and I am here to heal and support women in living their best life. In living wherever you are in your life is perfect. And I am here for you. So if you have any questions, please ask. Send me a message. I'd be more than happy to support you. And if you know anyone that needs temporary housing in Summerlin, Nevada, which is right outside of Vegas, it's in the Vegas proper. But, so I'm here. Thank you for watching. And I'm going to post the pictures right after this. And then, I look forward to hearing from you. Until we meet again, I send you peace, love, and gratitude. Ciao.